Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at Tesla. Yesterday's video, we were all about that 258.35. We did get over that resistance, but we pulled back and didn't really see it acting as support. So when something fails as support, that's generally a sign that that bid strength is not there, and that support can't be counted on anymore. And that's like getting the rug pulled out from underneath you. You see that just fall right down. So opened above 258.35. We saw a quick run by the bulls, probably got overextended, pulled back, likely V-shaped, and we saw some weakness. So let's go take a look at this. Oh, that's not the button we need. So a couple of key points right away. Early morning, we saw a high of pre-market 262.20. We saw that quick flush, that opening above our 258 level. We went all the way up to 262.15, so 5 cents shy of that pre-market high. Then we pull back. So there's your first sign that things are looking weak. Basically a double top. We get an indecision candlestick with a lot of volatility. Big confirmation to the downside, and we just start this 5-minute downtrend that doesn't really stop. We get a little bit of an EQ here, but it just continues all the way to the low of 254.19. So your keys for this, what were they? Well, it's a double top, looking at that as a major resistance. Failure to continue through that. RSI got overbought as we suspected, and then we got this trend change. A little bit of EQ for second opportunity on the day, and then more downside action consistently rejected from that EMA 12 until in fact we got the 15 and 5-minute trend change going into the end of the day. So what does this set us up for on Tesla? Well, we do have some support down here at 251.89. Looks like a little bit of a bear flag right now. It's a lot of chop and a lot of uncertainty, especially with SPY having a very, very low day as far as volume goes. So to me, today's a wait and see what's going to happen. Not a lot of clear direction. In any case, a couple of key levels, of course, we can look for the high and low of day. Low of day today, 254.19, potential support going into tomorrow. And then we will have the daily support from the 18th at 251.89. And resistance, it's all about 262.15. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Hey guys, Jason for TheChartGuys, taking a look at Netflix. Pretty much what we talked about yesterday happened to come to pass. We had a little bit more volume today. We opened below our major support, showing continuation of that bullish push. We had a big flush to the downside, little pop to the upside, back testing at 314 resistance. Looked like we just got above it with some clear rejection, and currently closed in a spinning top candlestick. Very much likely that we just hit some RSI oversold levels, and we bounced on that, establishing a little bit of support, and that's really how support is established when you're down here. But we did back test that 314 former support as resistance, and looked like we got rejected from that too. So let's go take a look at the 5-minute time frame, take a closer look at some action here. So here we see weakness in the early morning. We get a quick flush, just a quick pop at almost immediate rejection over that 1314 resistance. So I'm going to ignore that. I'm really focused on this 1385 area as a level of support, because we see that coming up very close to 1314. That is going to be our key level. Look here, acts as support, support, support. We get under resistance, resistance, and then we drop. So a little bit of buying the dip here. Bulls sort of getting their selves together. Let's check out the 5-minute time frame, and there's that oversold bounce that we talked about. This is where support gets established. So 1306, we got a lower low, 305. I believe I said 1306. 306, 305.81, range of support down here. And for tomorrow's action, what are we going to be looking for? Well, this is currently a little bit of a mess, to be honest. I would be watching some key levels and see if we can get this 15-minute uptrend intact. We want to see support hold at 308.31, and then our next resistance is going to be 311.77. The downside direction is still very much in play right now. There's no real strength by the bears or the bulls. However, I shouldn't say that. The bears are obviously in complete control, but they are overextended. RSI is at 22.92. We should anticipate a bounce. I would like to see a flush, and then getting that hourly support back down, sorry, hourly RSI back to sub 30. Look for that flush, and then look for a little bit more of a sustained bounce sometime this week. Don't know when, just be ready for it. Next support is where? On the weekly time frame. Let's see if we can carve something out. Maybe the daily. Maybe 298.72. Looks like a former resistance. Former resistance may act as support. We'll see how that goes. But very strong day for the bears. Couple of good hourly and 5-minute oversold bounces. And that will be the story for the next few days, I believe. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Jason from TheChartGuys taking a look at Apple. If you watched my video yesterday, you went to see that I definitely was wrong on Apple. And you know what? It happens. The key is being able to recognize your mistakes early, mitigating your losses, and then getting ready to change your bias and be able to turn on a dime and capitalize on things in the other direction, even if it wasn't what you expected. So technical analysis is great because it gives us the odds. It tells us what the most likely scenario is, but it also tells us when we're wrong. And we need to be able to acknowledge that and learn from it. And I was definitely wrong on Apple. So what I had expected was downside continuation after this nice break on big volume. But you know what? The bulls opened a little bit higher and they steamrolled the day, closing with a Marabuzzo close. Let's see our closing price, 207.22, our high. 1 penny shy of a Marabuzzo close. So just like yesterday when you had that downside continuation expected after that strength, this is the exact opposite of that. A Marabuzzo close suggesting more movement to the upside. We'll see if that plays out. But what's important is how did we recognize the weakness early on? So we'll go to the 5-minute time frame for that. And ultimately it comes down to this. We've got an established support here, 202.25, a range of support that the bears have not been able to break through in after hours. And when we open higher, that is a indication that the bulls are in more control than the bears. We don't have that strength to push the price lower. The market agrees that the price has already gone low enough. We're going to move to the upside. So there's a little bit of a window into the mindset of the overall market. Here we flush down to 203.20. We get another test of 203.20. We hold that as a double bottom support, and then the bulls absolutely go on a rampage. We get right back up to that trend line resistance, and we just pop up through it at the end of the day. In fact, I believe that is incorrect because I'm going to go back and incorporate more data, adjust that trend line, and here we are. The opposite of that. In fact, we get back above that trend line almost immediately, and then we back test it as support. So important to make sure your trend lines are in the right place and match your narrative is what you're seeing on the daily time frame. But there you go. Stronger open. We anticipated a weak open. So there's your first clue. Double bottom support. So there are supporting bulls in play. And we get a very strong move to the upside, back testing that trend, confirming that it is still in play as a support, and then moving on at the end of the day. So RSI is overbought. I'm going to call it overbought at 66 hourly time frame. Our RSI is at 68. So some potential for upside movement tomorrow. Daily is currently sitting at 62. So the only real resistance up here is our trend line, and those are hourly and 15 5-minute overbought RSI settings. That's it for today. I'm running out of words again. Too hot. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hey guys, Jason here taking a look at Amazon. A little bit of a weird day, but we did find out that we are still setting up this potential equilibrium here on the 4-hour time frame. What we're looking at is 1951, we're looking at 1997, and we're looking for this low to be formed here at 1958.26. So anything below 1997 will pull back and establish that as our new lower high in a potential 4-hour equilibrium. So a lot of move to the upside today, a little bit of strength here. So not unexpected given the fact we are in the downswing of what should become an EQ, but overall a little bit of chop. So we need to see what these bulls are going to do, what these bears are going to do, and are we going to establish much of anything inside of what could potentially be an EQ. The one cool thing I wanted to point out today was take a look at this nice W-shaped recovery pattern back here. If we go take this low, 1958, it lines up perfectly. Aftermarket low, we get a high, back test that, double bottom support, 5-minute uptrend, absolutely skyrockets, a couple consolidation opportunities. Afternoon sell-off of the V-shaped recovery. We'll see what happens here. We did get a lower high at 1986 as opposed to 1989, so perhaps this is the start of the downswing on that 4-hour EQ. But a lot of unknown, so this is a hands-off trade for me until we start to see some more evidence of that EQ on the 4-hour time frame. As always, lots of scalping opportunities intraday, but these videos are just more focused on the 4-hour and long-term entries that will give you a little bit of guidance to help you with your day trade opportunities or perhaps just your swing opportunities. Who knows? I just hope you get some use out of them. They're a lot of fun to do and I enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching.